Wait till the day. Because the day's coming. When you build yourself up, you preserve yourself, you preserve your time. You're very smart with yourself, with your time. There's certain things you want out of this life. And you don't want, like, there's a good amount of things you want. You're going to put time and energy into those things. You're going to get those things that you want. You don't want too much, because too much just doesn't exist. And people who tend to want it all and live all these phases and stuff and not take nothing too seriously, they end up with nothing. They end up living that life forever and they don't have anything to show for it. So you just wait until you live that life that you should have lived. You put all your time and energy into the right places so you get the right results. Wait till you see what your absence does eventually to everyone else who no longer has access to you, because your absence is going to burn them inside and out. Inside and out. A lot of people don't even realize what they have sometimes until it's gone. Like, I've personally taught people lessons many times of this. They had to learn what it's like without me. Period. Because once I'm done, I'm done. I ain't going back. This could be people you've dated. This could be old friends. This could be old family. It could be anything. Once you're cut like that, you're done. You're toast. And your absence is going to burn them, bro. Like, these people are burying their own graves every single day that goes by. That's all they're doing. Like, they are falling hard, bro. And you're just living a completely different life and lifestyle than that. Because you're going up and up and up and up and up. They're going down, 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 down. Y'all are naturally going to gravitate away from each other. Not towards each other, away from each other. They're going to be in a worse place. You're going to be in a better place. And this is when your absence burns them badly. I was going to say something else, but it's unnecessary. Just know your absence is gonna burn them very badly. And they're going to feel it. They're going to feel it, bro. And that's a life lesson they're going to have to learn. And this teaches people to be better. And a lot of people's lazy today, bro. They don't really want to get better. Like, it takes work. It's going to take some pain. It's going to take some discomfort to get better. That's what it takes to get better. Being uncomfortable. Doing things you've never done before. Saying no to certain things. Making yourself do certain things. Like, when you get fit for the first time in your life, like really fit. Like, it's an uncomfortable process because you have to eat a certain amount of food that you've never, like, consumed before. So you're going to feel full and, oh, I don't want to eat. Well, if you have that mentality, you're not going to grow. You have to force feed yourself, and you have to train hard on top of that. You're going to feel like puking sometimes because you're not used to eating that amount of food and then training that hard on top of that. So it's like an uncomfortable process, but you have to work through it. You have to be determined. The best things in life come when you're determined. And when you're a determined individual, you're going to veer off from a lot of people. You're going to be the one that got away. You're going to be the one that advantages. You're going to be the one that deserves better anyways. But you vanish from a lot of people's lives. And it is what it is. They're undeserving of you. They're undeserving of your presence. They haven't worked like you've worked. You're a different animal. You're a different human now. And you're naturally going to veer off from one another. It's just how it works. You can see people as best friends, bro, and it's just like, they're gone. They thought they were best friends. They thought they were just friends for life. All this stuff. And it's because you're moving in different directions. If you're moving in different directions from other people, y'all ain't going to be cool. Y'all ain't going to be close. You're going to watch some of your so-called past friends become enemies. Because you're not the same no more. They're doing things worse. You're doing things better. They're moving in the wrong directions. You're moving in the right directions. And you're going to see the results. It's just a night and day difference. You're a completely different animal than they are. And nothing is going to change that. It just is what it is. That's why you have to choose your friends wisely. You have to choose your partner wisely, your life partner. Family members, bro, it don't mean nothing at the end of the day. They have to be on the same page as you. Otherwise, you're not going to see them no more. That's how life goes. And everybody has to be accepting of this. You must be. Because if you're not accepting of this, you're delusional. You're holding on to things that ain't even there. It's just a mess. It's not going to work out. You're not going to keep those friends. You're not going to keep that chick. You're not going to keep that man that you have. You're not going to keep certain family members. But people hold on so tightly, and it just turns into toxicity, and things end bad when it doesn't ever have to end bad. Nothing ever has to end bad. The only time something has ended bad for myself and anybody else, it was on them. I didn't intend to get backstabbed by certain friends. I didn't intend to get stolen from certain friends. I didn't intend to lose a good cousin that I had in my life, my whole life, up until like 2017, because of bad things, alcohol, drugs involved, and everything else. And he changes as a person, and we're just not on the same page, because I'm self-improving. I'm improving my life, and he's going in that direction. So it's like, things get a little out of hand whenever you exit, because you exit for your own sanity, for your own good. You cannot stay around toxic people. It doesn't matter who they are. It doesn't matter if it's your damn parent. It doesn't matter if it's your damn first cousin. It doesn't matter if it's your damn dog. If your dog's toxic, you got to put it down. If you get people over and your dog's toxic and is biting everyone and drawing blood, you got to put the thing down. Something ain't right. But if you train the dog so poorly, you should be put down. Because it wasn't even the dog's fault, it was yours. But sometimes, like, you can train a dog and it can still do something like that. So in that case, yes, you have to put it down. But you guys get the point of what I'm making. You can't hold on to things that's toxic. You absolutely cannot. Everyone should be living at peace. Almost nobody is. But if you're smart enough, you can pull it off. If you're smart enough to let go of certain things that don't serve you, you'll be just fine. But you gotta be smart. You can't be a dummy and think everything's gonna go so smoothly, because it is not. And you could even move perfectly and things ain't gonna be necessarily exactly smooth from start to finish, but it will finish smoothly. It's like baking a cake or a recipe. Whenever you're putting the ingredients in at first, it's all rough. It doesn't look so smooth, but eventually it looks really smooth, and you got your batter made. It's smooth now because you did the work. You will make your life smooth because you did the work. And I'm telling you, man, a lot of people, their ingredients, the things they put in the bowl, they don't stir it correctly. They don't add stuff in correctly. So their ingredients is rough. It's not going to turn out. The recipe's not going to turn out. Just like their lives, it ain't going to turn out. Because they added the wrong ingredients. They took their time they had, they put it in the wrong places. They don't want to be held accountable for it. It is what it is. How can you ever fix yourself or your life when you're not accountable? You think you can just do whatever. You think you should just be accepted because whatever. It's just not how the world works. You have to toughen up. You have to go through certain things. You have to become a smooth recipe so you can bake properly. You get the finished product. You don't get a product you don't even want to look at or you want to eat. You want to eat the product. Does this make sense? So when you become a very perfectly made product as a human, because of the time you put in, you're going to be on that shelf at the store. You're going to look very good, very appetizing. People want to buy you. People want to look at you. Oh my God. It's a very well looking product. Let's say you're the cake. You see other things there, it looks expired. It's about to expire. It's 50% off. Looks cheap. Looks cheaply made. Might be made, but it's cheap. Doesn't look good. I think I'll buy that better looking cake. And it might be a little bit more money, but it's going to be worth it. And you guys might be thinking right now, well, you can't compare cake to humans. It's an analogy. You just get the point. So, whatever you do with your life is up to you, but when you become that well-looking cake that everybody wants to look at, everybody wants to buy on the shelf, at the bakery, it's because of what you done. It was because of the process you went through. It's because of the life you lived. People can always look at your life and be jealous. People can always look at your life, bro, and just be envious because of your progress. It's happened to me many times for the last 10 years of my life, plus 11, 10 years. And that's the way it's been. And it started with bodybuilding first. It started with me already being a pretty fit guy to being like super fit. Because I had my diet down pat. I had my sleep down pat. I had my workout scheduling down pat. I educated myself. I did what was necessary to get the result I wanted. It's that effing simple for me. I can be a beast and I can do this in every area of my life. And I'm always going to get the result I want because I will do whatever it takes to get it. Not everybody has that. Not everyone even has the nerve to sit here and say that. Which is crazy to me. Because if you wanted something bad enough, you can make it happen. You're going to put everything into making happen what you want to happen. You're going to get the best looking cake that everybody wants, that everybody wants to buy, but not everybody can afford it. So, when you're moving in such a good direction, guys, the whole point of this video is when you're moving in such a good direction in your life and other people are not, it's not going to work. You have to meet the people you're with where they're going. You have to put in work. It's going to take work. You can't just do nothing. It's going to take work. Otherwise, it's not going to work. It's just the way it is. And I don't make these rules. It is what it is. Let's say if you want to make a relationship work with somebody and they're on a trajectory going up, you have to go up. You don't have to even go up as fast as them. You don't have to be on that level necessarily, but you can't be going down when they're going up because they ain't gonna want you. People who's going down don't even want people who's going up because they know they're not good enough for the people going up. Which is my whole point. You just get away from each other and it shouldn't even be toxic. Y'all should just accept it. Well, that guy or that girl's going up, but I'm going down, so it is what it is. I'll accept it. The same thing for the person going up. Well, that person's going down. I'm just going to accept it. There's nothing I can do. It is what it is. People have to make a conscious choice to put in the work necessary if they want things to work out in this life. And when you put in that work, people's going to be lost, bro. People is going to be lost. And a lot of people is going to be buried, bro, without you. Buried. And that's because they have no clue who they are. They have no clue what they're doing. They have no clue where they're going. When you have a big clue where you're going, you know where you're going. You're already there. So, this is how it goes. And this is why I suggest to always move in the right directions in this life. You must. It's a must. And when you don't, you pay the price. You pay the price. And you will vanish. Like, I used to be around a lot of people, and it's acceptable when you're young. You should socialize when you're young. A lot of people's around the same wavelength. You're just all young. You're a young kid. It's normal to be around everybody else until everyone starts to become an adult and things start to get messy. Because some people commit to being an adult and some people don't want to do that. They just want to keep making life messy. Like, bro, I know some 16-year-olds that's better than some 20, 21, 22-year-olds for the simple fact that they are on more power of who they are as a 16-year-old over someone who's 20, 21, 22. It all comes down to your own actions, to the way you're moving. Some people just want to put pleasure at the forefront of their lives, and it just creates a monster within yourself. Like, you have to put in work. If you're not putting in work, you're literally just, you're getting more uglier by the day, physically and mentally and emotionally and in every other way. But you put in the work. You think with logic, you put in the work regardless of how hard or challenging or difficult it is. You become a more attractive person physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally. You become healthier. But you put other stuff that don't even mean anything at the forefront of your life, you become hideous over time. You can do that stuff when you're young. You can't afford to do it at the age of an adult because things change. It's time to put in that work. It's time to become a man. It's time to become a woman who's well-rounded, who knows how to do certain things. She knows what to do around the home. She knows how to cook, clean, whatever else. She knows how to stay pretty. She knows how to do certain things and keep her man attracted to her, vice versa for the man. Like, people have to have a better understanding of life and put things that need to be done first. A little fun can go on later on, but first things come first. That's how this life is, bro. That's how this life is always going to be, and only the strong is going to survive. So you have to be strong. You have to put first things first and get things done, and that makes you more attractive as a man or a woman. And when you do this and you live that way, it literally burns a hole through everybody else who does not do those things. And they usually and typically live with massive regret because they lost you and you're so far up and they're so far gone. They got weak. They made bad decisions. You have to pay the price for bad decision making. You have to face life. You have to face what comes with this life. Bad things is going to happen. Bad things happens to me every now and then, and I got to deal with it. I'm not going to not deal with it. I can muster through anything. I can be mentally tough and muster through absolutely anything at all. I will do it. I've been doing it for the longest time. Ever since I was an adult, I've been doing it. When you're a younger kid, you can afford to put things in the back shelf and not do certain things and just be a kid. That's what kids do. They don't have that big of responsibilities, but like I said, when you become an adult, it changes real quick. So enjoy your childhood while it's there, but once you're an adult, the longer you take to transition into working your way up to become a well-rounded adult, the worse things are going to be for a longer time. And when you make that transition and you get serious about becoming the best man or woman you can possibly be at the youngest age of an adult, the happier, the better, and the better, more fulfilled you're going to be going forward in life. This is how it works. It's putting first things first, getting things done that you need to get done, cutting people off when it's necessary. It's about not letting anything or anybody slow your path, slow down what you got going on. Whether it's your health and fitness, whether it's whatever it is, doesn't matter what it is, just there's things you have to do and it has to get done. Commitment. It's about committing. Not getting lackadaisy, not just acting like a kid and doing whatever you want to do. There's responsibilities as an adult. You put responsibilities first, then you can have some downtime, then you can do something else. That's also important, but it's important to put first things first, because if you don't, you're going to fail. You're going to fall behind, and you're not going to be the man or woman you could have been. It's fulfilling to be the man or woman you could be. That's the goal at the end of the day. And it's done by putting in the work. And when you do the work, a lot of people's going to vanish, bro, because a lot of people is not on that level. A lot of people is not on that wavelength. You're just going to make sure you are. And with that being said, God willing, God bless. We'll see y'all at the top.